So we are going to get started on our chair. Everyone's chair is going to look different. So I want you to slide towards the front. So rather than sitting quite far back, shimmy yourself forwards so that your feet are firmly planted on the floor. And then you should have a 90-degree angle at the knee there. So just popping your hands on top of your hips and then finding a nice tall spine. And just let the shoulders fall back and down. You might want to take a few rolls there. Through the shoulders. And then finding that length up through the crown of the head. So I want you to be really mindful as we just move through our lefts and rights. I want you to just float your left leg up. Just hover it a few centimeters off the floor. And then just gently placing that down in the same spot over towards your right foot, hovering a few centimeters, nothing crazy. And then placing that one back down. We're just going to alternate as we shift our weights, left to right. And finding this lift through from the center here, from our powerhouse. Yeah, shimmy forwards a little bit more. It's a little bit dark here today, I apologize. Now we're going to notice as you move from side to side any sort of significant details. If one side feels a little different, if it feels quite challenging not to rock through the pelvis. Good. Because I'm going to pull it a little bit wobbly today. And keep continuing to find that length, like we're lifting up out of the hips. Let's just go for another 4 here. The last 2. And the last one, just having your feet firmly planted on the floor here. Pop your right hand down by your side, whether it holds onto your chair or just sliding down wherever you are. Taking opposite arm up. Now I want you to find length. Someone's pulling you by your top fingertips and someone's pulling you by your bottom fingertips. You're reaching, 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 and then start to round up and over. You're feeling that nice stretch. Hopefully through the sides here, or through the ribs. And then just start to stack the spine. Again, giving that length through the arms. And then swapping over. Start to slide left hand down, right hand to the sky. Lengthening away, away, away. And then start to fold. You just notice here if your neck has dropped and head has dropped down. Keep a bit of space around the ears and the shoulders. And then using the tummy muscles to pull yourself back up. Again, swapping arms over. Lengthening up, up, up. And reaching over. See if you can keep both of your sit bones nice and heavy here. Rather than letting one hip hitch up, swapping over. Moving to the other side. I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, is muted. Yeah, and then coming all the way back up. Just let the shoulders again roll down the back here. Now we're going to sweep both hands up. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then exhale, just let the shoulders melt down the back. Now if you prefer to be out here a little wider, if your shoulders a bit happier here, that's fine. Otherwise, stay a little bit closer, a little bit more narrow. Inhale here, lengthen through those fingertips. And then exhale, start to rotate over towards your right. Inhale, just hold it. And then exhale, just bring it back through center. Now have a little peek down at your knees, inhale. And then as you exhale, just notice if those knees start to slide around, so we're rotating to the left now. Inhale here. And exhale as you come back. Now, if this is way too intense for your shoulders, just take the hands behind the head. We're going to do that again. Inhale. Exhale, like you're wringing out the spine. Exhale, empty out the breath. Coming a little bit further, maybe. holding. And then exhale as you sweep it back. So you might be able to feel those little shifts through the hips here that like they want to move. Exhale over towards the left. So just restricting that movement to find a little bit more movement here through the thoracic spine. Exhale as you come back. We've got one more here. Inhale, exhale. A little bit of drone navel to spine. And exhale as you come back. One more over towards our left. And exhale. Can you come a little deeper? Last one here, I know those arms are really feeling it. And exhale as you come all the way back. Just let the arms come down by your side. Take a few rolls here. And we're going to make our way to our feet. So just popping your chair out of the way for the time being. If you have a pillow or a Pilates ball, grab a hold of it. Now, I like to put this between my knees. If you are someone who sometimes rolls in, this is a really good one just to kind of correct the alignment here. Pull forwards. Alrighty, so if you're on a mat, you might want to whack it out of the way and just stand on some solid ground. So feet should be hip distance. So we're just going to pop the hands on top of the hips, shoulders are down. Now slowly start to sit as if you're sinking into that chair behind you. Keeping that squeeze through the inner thighs, whatever is in between. And then press the mat away or press the earth away and then stand up nice and tall. From here, we're going to float onto those tippy toes, just controlling that one. And then slowly coming back down. And again, sitting down into the chair, keeping the chest up and lifted, belly button pulls in. And then press everything away as you stand back up, floating onto those tiptoes. So we're going to start to pick up the pace. If it doesn't feel good for you, stay at a slower pace today. That's all good. So we're going to sink down and up. Float to the toes and down. You've been sitting all day, this probably feels amazing. So we're really moving through the entire foot here. And think about how you place your foot down as you lower. I want to think of peeling the foot off incrementally. Heel in an arch toe. And then it'd be nice if you could reverse it, but I feel like I'm very stiff through the feet. Let's just go through another 5. 4. 3. 2. The last one. We're going to come on down into that little squat. Keep the chest lifted, and we're just going to pulse, keeping it really small here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing up nice and tall, coming up onto those tippy toes. Now I want you to drop your heels. You might need to hold on to that now. I want you to drop your heels about halfway and then lifting back up again. Coming down halfway and lifting back up. So if anyone here today has serious toe stuff going on, that I don't know if people have surgeries, you can do this sitting on a chair. Right? It's just taking a lot of the pressure and weight out of the toes. So we should start to feel a nice little burn in those calves. Halfway to full. Just another 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold it up at the top, and we've got little pulses up and up and up and up. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of that one, I want you to sink down. Final one here, and we get to stretch those legs out. Whatever's between those legs, I want you to squeeze, little pumps. Sinking down, sit bones out the back. Draw navel up. We're squeezing in. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And standing up nice and tall. Just remove whatever's between the legs. Take a little walk through those feet. Hopefully we haven't had any crampers just yet. All right, so from here, you can pop your prop down out of the way. We'll take our feet into second position a little bit wider. Think of a nice wide V position. Now, I like to bring my hands to my chest. You can have hands to hips, whatever sort of feels comfortable to you. I'm going to slide down into a wide squat, knees track over the toes, and your chest is open and all the way up. Sliding down, knees wide. Exhale as you come back. Now, I want you to think that your back is sliding down the wall behind you. If it feels good for you, you can start to pick up the pace a little. When you stand up nice and tall, I want you to think of pulling everything in with your inner thighs and towards the midline. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down, little pulses here, up and down. So there's always a bend through those knees. Woo. Focus on your breath. We have another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up nice and tall. Now we're going to give those heel lifts a little go. Control it back down. Lift it high. Control it back down. Now it doesn't matter if you're coming right onto those tiptoes or not. I prefer you to come about halfway rather than all the way up. All right? Just so that we're not locking into any joints. Take it nice and safe. All right, if this is too intense for you today, you can just do 1 at a time. All right, and work your way up. Let's give the length through the spine. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels are down, sliding down into that squat. Now we're going to lift your right heel and then pop it down. Stay low, over to the other side and low. We're just going to alternate through left and right. I'm going to let Roz in. And I want everyone to have super happy faces about this. Good. Let's go for another 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We start pulsing again. That's right. Our legs are in quads again, so that's good here. So as we are pulsing, we're going to lift that right heel. Holding here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swapping over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right. We're going for 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final 2s. 1, 2. Swap it. 1, 2, 1. and one. One more. One and one. Feet it down and coming all the way up. That was a lot of bouncing. Woo. Keep those legs a little straight. Heel toe the feet together. And then roll those shoulders back. Is it drink time yet? Grab a drink of water if you need one. The next part that I want to set up for will require something to hold on to, whether it's a chair or whatever you've got available. I've got a wizard stick. It's a Pilates stick. I like to call it the Gandalf stick. So just as long as you've got something close by that you can kind of hold on to, we're going to be doing some balance work here. Starting off with our right foot in front. So right foot is in front. If you've got a chair in front, that's fine. And I want you to just shift your weight now onto that front foot. Okay, so I've got a little bit of weight here. Sideways. Alrighty, so take a nice deep breath in here. Find weight for this one. And then exhale, just hover the toe off just a centimetre. I want you to just bring your attention and your awareness into that supporting leg, so your right foot is out in front. Notice those muscles starting to wiggle around and grip. Alright, and then just pop your back foot down again. Just take a second and do that again. Shift your body forward. Just make sure that your hips are square as well towards the front. If you don't need a chair or anything to hold on to, that's fine too. Just for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just bring that back foot in. Now from here, I want you to pick that same leg up, bring it into a 90-degree angle like so. Okay, so we're going to combine this movement together where we shift forwards. And then without touching the floor, we're just going to come forwards and then lift that leg up. Nice tall spine here. I want this to come from the center, from your powerhouse, okay? Send it away, hinging from the hips, and then start to stand up nice and tall. Bring that leg in. So the more we kind of practice this, you might want to take a hand away. Maybe both hands, just sort of play around. It's okay if you fall. As long as there's no sharp objects around, we're fine. You can really feel that standing leg start to work. Just go for another 2. Embrace those wobbles. And then one more. Stand up. And then you can drop that foot onto the floor. Just give the other leg a little shake out. Should be feeling that hopefully in your glute, maybe through the calf, maybe through the ankle, just depending on our weaknesses and our strengths through the body. So now we're going to swap over. Make sure that the other leg goes back now. Just finding your balance first as we shift up. Hover that back foot off a smidge. Just holding here. And then popping that one back down. Shifting the weight back. Moving forwards again. So I want you to be aware, with that front foot, can you really press down evenly to the entire foot, and then from the ankle up, really lift. Really draw it in and up to the thigh bone. And then just popping that one down. All right, so we're going to shift forwards again. This time we'll add the back leg to come back up. Just to 90, without leaning back. Slide that one back, nice straight leg, maybe pointing the toe, fancy. Sweeping it back, and tailbone draws down and the head lengthens up. Let's do that again. A few more here. Give it a go with no hands if you're holding on for dear life. Or one hand. Let's be nice. And up. We've just got 2 more to go. This is a really good one to do if you've had a stressful day, if you're really heady. Any balance work will get you straight out of your head and into your body. Nice. Got one more here. And popping that one down. Awesome work. Just pedal again through the feet. Take any sort of movements, maybe some circles through the ankles. And then we can just place that chair away. Grab a quick sip of water if you need. If you're feeling fine, we are going to make our way onto our backs for some bridging. We've done lots of standing work, so kind of come down onto our backs. Hallelujah! Let's have a nice stretch out. Alrighty, so when you're ready, just tilt it down. It's a bit nicer. Ready? You've got your prop on the ready. Could you just pop it onto in between your thighs? Line your heels up with your sit bones. And just let your shoulders be nice and heavy on the mat. So we're going to move into some bridging. So what you do, take a nice deep breath in here into the back and the sides of the body. And then as you exhale, start to scoop the tailbone between the thighs, squeeze the glutes, and you're coming all the way up. I want you to hug your prop between the thighs, so really keeping the inner thighs activated. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then it's your exhale, belly button to spine that pulls you down. Trying to get each part of your spine to connect onto the mat. Once you're down, you roll the pelvis to a neutral position. And then we're going to scoop under again, pressing those hip bones up. Inhaling up at the top. And then exhale, melt your upper back, middle back, lower back. Rolling the pelvis forwards. And then exhale, coming up. As you're moving through your wrists and lower, just noticing what's going on through the feet. Sometimes weird funky things start to happen, like the toes lift off, they start to grip. Slowly coming down. Just like 2 more in your own time. Incrementally taking the spine up, and then down. One more time. Nice and slow. Beautiful. So just grab a hold of your prop, holding on, and then taking it straight up overhead here. So as you're holding on to your prop, I want you to think of sliding your shoulders now down. Okay, so roll them your feet up, slide them down into your pockets. And we're going to just float one leg up into a tabletop position, keeping the toe pointed, and then just tap it down. Okay, same leg, lifting back up. And then tapping down. I want you to imagine that you're in the same position as you were on the chair. All right, so as we started, you were sitting upright. You were pulling in, finding that zipper from our pubic bone to our belly button. And there was no real movements, any sort of significant wriggles. Just go for another 2 on this side, whatever leg you're using first. then you'll pop this one straight down over to the other side. Notice what happens in this transition now. I know for me, my left hip starts to kind of dip a little bit. I lose that engagement through the core. So in regards to the breathing here, I just need to breathe as per usual. Don't get too caught up with, am I doing it right? Just breathe. As long as there's air flowing, I'm happy. Little tap of that toe, and then back down. Last two. And the last one, we're going to start to alternate now. I want you to put that corset on. I want you to tighten it up. We're going to lift one leg up on an inhale. Exhale as you swap over. Just keep breathing in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Staying really strong, really solid through the torso. Just another 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring one leg to tabletop again, and then the other leg's going to come up. Now, if you need extra neck support, just use your prop as some support for the head, and then take the hands up. Otherwise, if you're feeling pretty good, just keep the head down. Now we're going to stretch one leg nice and long, and then draw it back. Okay, this is our first layer, just staying with that single leg stretch. Keeping our lower back pretty flat here. So yes, there'll be a natural curve, but I want you to find more of a heaviness through the back rather than allowing the front to pop or to pooch. Now this is our first layer. Stay here if it feels good. Otherwise, to add on, as you stretch one leg long, the arms are going to go away. Exhale to pull in. All right, can you take those arms overhead without popping your ribs, without letting your lower back leave the floor? Yes, big answer. All right, this is our layer 2. Our third and final option is a little lift of the head, okay? So when we bring the arms and the leg back in, we're going to tap and then lower back down. Stretch it away, head and shoulders. Tap, eyes should be down at the belly button, okay? Just so that you're not jolting into the neck. So we'll tap, stretch it away. Give all of the options a go unless you know that lifting the head isn't for you. You can always just come back to your first or second option. We're just going to go for another 5 here in your own time. Nice work. Nice, Lynette. Good. Everyone's got like a pillow or a ball. Wow, good. Nice, Pia. And then once you've finished your 5, good, Sam, nice. Good, Liz, just take a rest there. Should build quite a bit of heat through the body there. Awesome. Take a little rock from side to side and just pop your pillow out of the way. We don't need it anymore. Alrighty, so place your hands behind the head here. Elbows are going to stay nice and wide. Just notice if they want to creep forwards, okay? You want to try to keep them nice and wide. Now float your legs into that tabletop position, brace to your tummy. Now we're just going to lift the head, the shoulders are just going to come off a smidge. Just a little bit. Keep a space around your chin and your neck, your chest, and then lower back down. And then we're going to just do that one more time, just to get that in our bodies. And then lower back down. This time I want you to take right elbow across to the left knee, keeping that same position. It feels really weird and really awkward. Trying to let those elbows come in and flat. And then lower back down. Over towards the other side, so elbow, left elbow to right knee. Lead with the sternum as much as you can. And then lower back down. Maybe think of squeezing into the side waist here, into the obliques. And then lower back down. Exhale. The more you exhale, the deeper you breathe out, the more you're really going to feel what's going on here. It becomes more of a core exercise, less of a neck exercise. Alrighty, if your neck has cooked it for today and you're not feeling it, please just come back into our first option, which was with our toe taps before, okay? You can just stay with your head down. Otherwise, we're coming into our next variation, our crisscross. So continue reaching across with that elbow. Just extend the opposite leg, okay? So it's simple, right? So as you come up, the other leg just stretches away. And then down, and then back. Exhale to twist. Inhale as you lower back down. You're going to start to feel that lovely warmth through the tummy. Inhale. You're going to stretch that leg nice and long. We're just going to go for another 4 here. Last 3. Final 2. Oh, I've got a song that's just come on, it's so appropriate. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, it knows, it knows. Coming on down, just take a little moment. I've got a fun little disco play going on in the background. Alrighty. Grab that clock again. Shoot your legs nice and long. And we're coming into our roll up. One of my favorites, probably not one of your favorites. Let me demo it so you can refresh your mind. Legs squeeze together, hands reach nice and long, holding on to whatever you've got in your hands, taking a nice deep breath in, and then chin to chest, start to reach towards your toes. And then we have to relax those toes, back, 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 back. And then we get a nice little hamstring stretch at the end. From here, reset the spine. And then you're going to shoot those toes away from you. Down. Now you want to get that scoop, that deep scoop first, so that your tailbone and your sacrum connects down. With the mat. All right, let's give it a go. Alrighty, so reaching nice and long, I'm going to take the biggest breath in here. Exhale, start to reach those fingertips towards your feet, flex the toes, and then exhale. All of the breath out, and then round up and over. Stack the spine, pull the shoulder blades back. Inhale, point the toes. Now your inner thighs are hugging together so hard, so hard. And then pull it. Inhale here, big breath. Flex those toes, exhale, chin to chest, eyes are down. Make a C curve with the spine. And then reset the spine. Alright, so I want you to find this like opposing energy, right? As you lower yourself back down, your fingertips are still reaching towards your feet. Scoop, 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 tailbone, sacrum. That's the hardest part. Hard not to go past there. Inhale, exhale. Here we go. Use your breath. Coming up. Yes. Reset the spine. Point your toes, and then tucking, scooping the ribs in and down, coming all the way. Good. Well done. Inhale, arms are up. Exhale, coming all the way. Good. Keep that going. Really nice. If you need to use a little bit of momentum to get up, yes, go for it. Nice, Sam. Whew. Well done, Liz. Good. 2 more here. Nice. Norma, I can just see a blur, but you're looking good. Nice. Good job here. Good. Lynette looks like she's got a cute fluffy pillow. That looks way too comfy. I'd be wanting to sleep on that one. Beautiful. Alrighty, once you come up, once your final one, you come all the way up. And then just popping your prop to the side. So we've got a little plank and a little V-sit hold, and then we'll finish with some super quick glutes because I love glute work. So I want you to, first of all, just come into a half roll back and holding onto the backs of my thighs. And I'm creating that nice C curve with the spine. You can hold on here if you prefer, and that's going to support your lower back. Or to make it a little bit more challenging, you can take those hands out nice and wide, holding a tray of champagne and holding a tray of nice cheese. So from here, I want you to bring one leg to tabletop. Pop that one down over towards the other side. And then pop that one down. We're going to do that again, little lift. And down, little lift. And down. Now this time we lift 1 and 2. And we're going to hold here. Remember, this is too strong. Hands can come behind. Now I want you to open through the chest. Present the chest. Lift the eye gaze here. Pull your tummy in so hard. Holding here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming down. Shoot those legs out. Give them a shake. I have Dawn's voice in my head going, oh. We're going to do that one more time. So coming up into this position again. Taking one leg and then the other leg. Holding here. Scooping, scooping, scooping. Try not to open out through the ribs here, just through the chest. Holding for a final 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are down. Last little shakeouts here. All looks very good. Flip onto your knees now. And I'll get you, we'll all go onto the elbows for this one, unless you prefer to be on your hands, but I think from memory everyone prefers to be on their elbows. So I want you to just take your knees underneath your hips and your elbows underneath your shoulders. So I want you to lift up through the tummy, tuck those toes, and we're just going to hover the knees up in a 90 plank. Eyes shooting straight forwards, keeping the neck nice and long. We're holding here, just for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap those knees, and off we go again. Holding here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. We have one more set here, and we're off. Keep pressing the motor away. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're down. Just take a little moment here. Here up. Our final bunch of exercises. We're going to finish standing. Grab a hold of your pillow or your prop. Now, depending on the size of your pillow, you want to be able to fit it in underneath the back of your knees. So I'm just gonna bring you a little bit closer because it's very dark. There we go. Grab a hold of something you can hold onto. That's a bit better. That's good. Now I'm gonna pop the ball in my left knee. I'm gonna wedge it in. no serious issues. If something doesn't fit, you can always just, just go without. Now, whatever you're holding on to, try not to collapse and melt into it. All right, we're really strong through that standing leg, and we're just holding on for support. That's it. Now, flex your heel, and that's going to keep your hamstring activated. Now, line both of your knees up together, have a little peek down, and then from here, we're just going to send it out. Bring it back in, and then from here, we take it out to the side. Bring it back in, send it out, back in, to the side, back in. All right, just staying with this. Hip bones need to stay pretty square here. So the sun may not be able to open out to the side as wide as maybe the other side, or just in general, that's totally fine. Now the point of this one is to feel that standing leg. Alrighty, so the more we can sort of stabilize, the deeper the burn, I'm not gonna lie. Straight out to the side. Let's just go for another 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Now take that leg back and we're pulsing it to the sky. Little lift, little lower, keeping it small, really small. Don't drop that prop. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to squeeze that glute. Squeeze it nice and quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're coming on in. Give the leg a little shake. Keep that standing glutes a little shimmy. And we're going to quickly spin around to the other side. Make it nice and even. Alrighty, setting your shoulders down. Both knees start together. And we're going straight out. Tap. Out to the side. And back in. Send it away. And out. Now you can see my back is nice and straight. I'm just really aware that we're not taking ourselves into too much spinal extension when that leg kicks back. Yeah, feeling that one. I promise we won't do too many legs on Thursday. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg back, pump it to the sky. Little pulses. Keep breathing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it here. We're squeezing in nice and quick as fast as you can go without losing that prop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are down. Ooh. All right, well done. Just pop those to the side and give those legs a quick little stretch. Give a nice roll down. That did definitely work. I hope you feel worked as well. Put your feet hip distance. You're going to stretch out the back of the legs here. Sweep the arms up to the side, breathe back in. And then exhale, chin to chest. But roll yourself down. If you have the length in your legs, you can keep them straight. Otherwise, bend them a little bit. Take a little space from side to side. Very nice. Just remember, if anything didn't feel too good today, I mean, that pain good. Not like a burn, because we know that we love the burn. If anything didn't feel right to you, just send me a message. I'm happy to modify it and give some options. Just let those arms hang, and then bend your knees quite generously. Chest is resting on top of that. With your head and straight yes. And then a shake out nose.
And just another take out, yeah. And taking a breath into exhale, slowly stacking knees, hips, ribs, shoulders. Let the shoulders go down. You guys are all done. Thank you so much. Give yourself a big clap. I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday. Hope you're feeling really good. Let me know how you went. See you guys.